That is a stunning piece of wood. I would have never thought in a million years that that would have ended up coming out. Don't even see it very well because it's so shiny, the light's reflecting off of it. But I took that back. So this is the project. I'm calling it my prehistoric bowl, as you can see from the title. The reason being is because it's old, chunky and rough around the edges, just like me. So, sticky and horrible. So yes, so yeah, nothing else to say really. It's failed. No good. So I'll see you guys next week. Fresh new project, one that works. And take care. Speak to you soon, and bye for now. Hello, how are we all? Thank you very much for coming and joining us, and welcome to our Sunday lunchtime live. Hope you're all well. A bit wet today. Well, I known it was going to rain as soon as I washed the car. I washed the car 2 weeks ago, but hey ho, never mind. So, welcome to everybody in the chat. Thanks for all coming over. Two things this week on the live. We're going to finish the bowl we did last week, or started last week. With the gems in it, just clean off the resin and just gently dish it out and polish it up. And then we're going to announce the hashtag. I had to bring it a week forward. The reason being is I'm on a craft fair, or I'm doing a craft fair next weekend, so there'll be no Sunday lunchtime live next Sunday. Not from me anyway. Whether anybody wants to cover, we will see. So I'll get over and get ready, and then Nick will welcome you all in. Can't hear you.
Sorry, I was eating a biscuit. Normally full of chat. Oh, right. So we have Wood Wizardry by Colin. We have Dr. Bob. We have Sid's Repurposing. We also have Jeff Crone. Good morning, afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We have Ward Wilson. We have Jim Matthew. Colin Izzard. We have Brian with a Y. We have Roger Kent from Tennessee. We have Paul Finley, Woodturning at Home. We also have John McDonald, Chris Dodds, Wedge Woodworks, Rex B, Barry's Wood Creations, Doug Miller at Woodspan Around, Jim Roblowski, not heard of him before. Welcome to the chat. also have Paul Huyton, the Greasby Turner. We have William Kenny. Tipsy Turner's on as well. Christine and Michael Hesseltine. Dara's on as well. Brent Beecroft, Woodwork Learner, Jennifer's Craft Creations, Scott Dunn, Barry Chitty, Brian at Hartwood Turnen, Trevor Reed. I Want to Make Stuff. Todd at Glen Cove Woodwork, Malcolm Douglas. I've had to go back up. Barry Chitty. Don't know if I said Terry Bartlett.
What did you set up?
I think that's it, but I'm sure I've missed some. So just put a comment at the bottom because this chat's been jumping all over the place. It's just be easier if you put a comment at the bottom. Donna Love Angel Artist is on.
I don't know.
If you've got any questions, again, put them at the bottom and I'll shout them out. Like I say, if I've missed you, didn't give you a shout out, just saying I'll do it.
So
well, you may carry on. Oh, wait a minute. Benjamin's on as well.
Hi, Ben. So as you can see, resin's all dry. So we just want to take a real thin skim of this off just to get it flat. And then we can decide what we're going to do.
Amy's on.
Hi, Amy.
And Heather. Spirit Wind and
Hi, Heather.
Glenn Teagle of UK Woodcraft and Carbide Chisels.
Hi, Glenn.
Heard him before. Welcome.
Welcome to the channel. So we're just catching there. So what I'm going to have to do is once I've done this, I'm going to just have to give it a gentle coat of resin over the top of it. I thought I might catch the odd one, but we'll see what we can do without doing too much damage. The recess should have been a little bit deeper, really.
Benjamin's got a question. He said, do you use mold release spray to help remove the resin from the plastic cup?
No, because the cups I use are paint mixing cups, so they're throwaway anyway. If I was using a expensive moulder, I perhaps would.
Bailey Woodworks is on.
Bailey. So just real gentle passes till we get that smooth. Just that little tiny bit there. Just gone through there. Just that little one. What a bother. Never mind.
Terry, TJ Turnan's on.
Right,
Thought
Terry.
you was out, mate.
Just a little tiny bit. Just a little tiny bit.
We've got Adrian Olsen from Woodturning.
Hi, Adrian. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for coming over and joining us. Like I say, I'll just get this finished and then we'll announce the hashtag. What the hashtag for the next 2 weeks is.
I hate to say, but we're away the weekend after that.
We're getting after what?
The weekend after next.
Yeah, well, give me a date that we're here
So
then.
I'll go. Let me go get the calendar.
Well, where are we going then?
I'll go and get the calendar. Let me go get it just a minute.
Bloomin' resin. Who always wants to use resin, eh? Right, so I'm just going to get a flat scraper now and just run that across there. Hopefully we can just get that last little bit out.
Right, on the chat we also have Joe Senior
Right, Joe.
and
So
there was
all that
someone
apart
else
from that.
I saw. Susie the Swiss Woodturner's on as well.
Hi, Susie. So just that one little bit, which is a bit of a bummer. Never mind.
Right, you got a question from Woodwork Learners. Sorry if I asked this already. Advice for
Yellow.
prepping acorns to make a resin acorn bowl.
Oh, make sure they're well dry. That's all I can say. Is I've never done acorns, so I wouldn't know. But I'd say as long as they're well dry.
Right, so we're away from the 12th to the 14th.
Oh, okay. Weekend after then. Give
So
people
you've got
plenty of
the
time.
21st, and then we're away the weekend after that as well.
Blimey. So it's going to have to be on the 21st, then, isn't it? We're away all the other times. Right. So start taking some of this centre out now. I'm just hogging this out really, because I want to be getting on with the hashtag. So just some nice gentle cuts on the inside of that. Take that inside out. Oops, bit aggressive, Stephen. Put that tool rest down a little tiny bit. Can't hear you.
Again, Brian said you could get people to send me the pictures and I'll do a compilation video. But he's put lots of laughing emojis. So, William Rose Creates is on as well.
Hi, William.
So Heather suggested you might want to remove the nut from the acorn. There are videos out there on how to dry out pine cones in the oven. You might want to check them out.
I've never done acorns, so I wouldn't know, to be perfectly honest.
Graham Brown is on.
Hi, Graham.
Ben said, Brian, can you receive images with your internet? Would it cope?
Right, so I want to leave about the same on the inside as there is on the outside. So, take this one out. Nice, gentle passes. Let the gals do all the cutting. All you're doing is guiding it in, see? No real pressure on it.
So we've got Tex Ekstrom. Ekstrom. Good morning from Kansas. What grind angle are you using now?
That is a 45-45 grind. So it's basically a finger grind. Don't need to, well, you can use a traditional grind in the bottom there, but 45-45 is plenty good enough to get in there. So we'll just stop that and have a look. If the bowl was a bit more steeper, then we'd have to go for a traditional grind. But as you can see, that's not a bad. So we've got about the same width there to there. So I'm happy with that. So that's not too bad actually. So what I'm going to do is now is I'm going to sand that. So I'm going to sand that with the power sander. Going to sand it from 240 grit because that's actually quite a good tool finish. No, 180 grit, sorry, not 240, 180. I'm going to do the whole thing, the resin and which got extraction on.
AGK Woodworks is on.
Hi, Andy. All right if the fan weren't blowing the dust anywhere bar the extractor.
Ryan's getting better internet by the looks of it.
Yeah, good. Ryan's moved into the 20th century. So just got a little bit of a dink out there where I pushed a little bit too hard on the final. Just got a little chip out there, look, so just sand that out.
He said it's still not reliable enough though to do lives.
Hopefully get it sorted, mate. Right, so that's 180. So we'll move up to 240. Now I'm going to sand this up to 400, and then I'm going to Yorkshire grit it with the microfine.
What's I going to do? I was going to do something. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jappy makes his on.
Hi, Jabby, how you doing, bud? So I want to try and keep a nice sharp corner there, and to do that, you don't want to bring your sanding pad past that point. So as you're coming round, once your sanding pad hit that edge, stop. And that should give you a nice sharp corner.
Brian's just said he's supposed to have a specialist fault engineer coming out on Tuesday to see if he can find out where the intermittent loss of speed is coming from. Hopefully they get it sorted for you, mate.
Yeah, definitely. Just nice little passes on there. So one more, 400 grit. Oops, only one, Steve. Still only one, Steve.
Remind me to get this nationwide set up on your account. You keep sending it to the wrong account.
All right, so that's 400. I'm just going to take the sharp edge off of this edge here because there's a little bit of a sharp edge on there. All right, so that's up to 400. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get the Yorkshire Grit Original out.
Michael McEwen's on.
Hi, Michael. I'm trying to turn the extractor off by pushing the stop button on the lathe. Right, so going to sand and seal that now. Actually, there's a few scratches.
Stuart Ingruli's on.
Oh, Stuart, how you doing, bud? So there's a few scratches in that resin. So I'm just going to go over that resin again.
Benjamin said, Brian, it could be due to the hot weather, i.e. the water's evaporated and there isn't enough to turn the water wheel.
All right, let's try that. Have a look at that. That's a bit better. Got so many scratches in there now. Right, so sand and seal it first.
Brian with a Y said, is that the slow speed you are using on the power sander, Steve?
Yeah, that's the like the screwdriver setting.
And Jappy said, is it pebbles in the resin?
Yes, they are like coloured pebbles. So coat with sand and sealer. Going to cover the whole thing.
Do you drink your coffee?
I just had a swig of it. That's a strange texture around there. So nice generous coat of sand and sealer to give us that seal. So we're going to let that dry off. Then we're going to Scotch Brite that just to denib it. And then we're going to give it another coat of sand and sealer. So we're going to give it a second coat of sand and sealer.
said that's going to be beautiful, Steve.
Thank you.
Donna
Hopefully.
says looks amazing, Steve.
The dark colour and the colours of the pebbles come out really nice together.
Colin said nice grain pattern. What wood is it?
Piece of sapele, I believe we discussed last week, didn't we?
Yeah. Brian says rain here the last 2 nights, Ben. No shortage of water. I'm blaming the lazy hamsters in the fibre cabinet.
So I was going to just use microfine over the top of this, but because there's a few little scratches in the resin, I'm actually going to do the original first. That's going to take it back down to 240 grit, but shouldn't be a problem. So just gently give us a bit of a clean or a polish up. So this is going to take us to about 1000 grit. So spend your time, spend a bit of time just gently working it in. Don't need to apply any pressure. Let the grit do all the work. All you're doing is guiding it about.
Heather said that she's sitting outside with the dogs having a morning coffee, being eaten by mosquitoes.
It's a bit wet here this morning.
Jim Matthew asked, is Scotch Bright Grit graded by its colour?
Yes, it is. I think we had this year. I think the green is the coarsest, then it's red, then it's yellow, then it's white. I use the yellow and the white ones mostly. The white ones are like virtually nothing at all. But they're ideal for just getting rid of any little bits of dust in your piece or whatever. So we're just going to buff that up.
Give it a buff.
Give it a buff. Spend a bit of time on your grit. The more time you put into it, the better finish you're going to get.
So we've got Len's handcrafted wood signs on as well.
Hi Len, welcome to the channel if it's your first time over. Thank you very much for coming over.
Colin said that they got no rain there and now a hose pipe ban.
We've had rain overnight for the last 2 nights. So we're just going to speed that up and work that last bit of grit out.
What was I going to say? Doug Miller said, good looking t-shirt you're wearing, Steve.
Oh, thanks, Doug.
Benjamin said different manufacturers have different colours though.
Yes, they do. I use the chestnut ones.
Wedgwood Works says 70 Fahrenheit sunny and calm here this morning. Where are you, Wedgwood Works? You probably have said, but I can't.
He's not in Norfolk, that's for sure. So there we go. We've got a nice. Can't see the reflection on it, so see if there's any marks in it. So that's taking that up to about 1000 grit now. So we're going to go one step. I've got a bit of resin tickling my leg. Get off. We're now going to go one step further, and that we're going to go and use the microfine, which is going to take us up to about 2000 grit. And the good thing with the microfine is it's not just for resin. You can use it on wood as well. And it's always not. I always use it on hardwoods like this and oak and things like that. You always seem to get a nice finish with it. So again, we do exactly the same. Just gently buff that out, letting the grit do all the work.
Michigan wood wedges, other side of the pond. Donna said she's in Scotland, so can guess what the weather is, lol. Woodwork Learner said, Steve, are the sizes on those t-shirts UK sizes, or should we order bigger than normal?
I'll always have a double XL. I'm sure I'll get Nick to check it, but I'm sure I ordered a triple. But the chest size, there is a chart for chest sizes on the actual website.
Do you want me to come and check?
Yeah, please, if you don't mind.
Hobby. No, it says fat git and 3XL. I mean, that's quite.
That is big. That is a big.
Yeah. But I don't tumble dry it. I try not to tumble dry any of his t-shirts, to be fair, but once the winter gets here, they will, because I don't have a lot, like too much wet washing sitting around the house. But yeah, they haven't been tumble dried, and it is quite a good size. So
That's very baggy. But I normally, like I say, I normally have double XL, and I ordered a triple. So,
that
but
might
like
be
I said,
worth just double checking your chest size and that on there.
but if there is a chart on there, but if you need a bigger size, then order from the States because they do bigger sizes. Convert over to the American website, which you can alter in the corner of the page, and you can get bigger sizes from the American website.
Do you want me to see if I can get Brian to put the link in for the?
That's at the top.
There you go. So Susie said 29 degrees Celsius in Switzerland at the moment, no rain in sight, and temperatures are said to be up to 35 in the next few days.
Wow.
Todd at Glencoe said we haven't seen any organised rain in 2 months in Dallas, just the occasional pop-up shower which has managed to miss my house. Chris said, are you fasting today, Nikki? No sound of carrots being chopped. No, we're going out for tea, so.
Right, so let's just give that a gentle buff up.
William
Right.
Kenny said, wow, Steve, that's a beauty.
Thank you very much. Right, so
Doug
that is.
said Miller said it's pouring down here in Kentucky.
Right, so that's signed up to 2000 grit with Yorkshire grit. Yorkshire grit is not a finish, it's only a abrasive paste. So now we need to put a finish over the top of that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a coat of Hampshire Sheen High Gloss Hampshire Sheen High Gloss wax over the top of that, just to bring that to life. And hopefully, with that bit of wood, that should really pop. So we're just going to rub that
Wedge
over.
said he's got to do some burning today because he's got to dispose of those mistakes. Hashtag decorative firewood. We have that quite a lot. Grandpa Jim Woodturner's on.
Hi, Grandpa Jim. How are you? Hope you're
He's
well.
in Michigan.
Right.
Todd said the bowl is gorgeous.
Thank you very much. Right, so we're just going to buff that off.
No, you said bowl and not you.
Yeah, I know. So just going to use a piece of safety cloth just to buff that out. Nice and gentle. Don't need to apply no pressure. Because if you do, you're just going to burnish off the wax you just put on it. Just repolish the back as well. Since it's been stood all week.
Managed not to get no dust in it, which is quite.
Right, so let's have a look at that. I might give that another coat of wax actually. Oh, she looked pretty, don't she? Right, let's give it one more coat of wax.
Colin Izzard said that looks lovely.
Thank you, Colin. So one more coat of wax.
Todd said we can't see Steve. Steve, just Mike Walt's face.
The Walt. Right, so we're going to give this a polish off. I'm going to leave the spigot on the back. I'll turn that off later when we've got a bit more time. Because like I say, I want to get the hashtag week announced. Bit of clean cloth, I think. Let's treat ourselves.
Wedgwood Work said that's a beauty, Steve. Barry Cheat said that's fantastic, Steve.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Tipsy Turner said almost like stained glass.
It does give it a nice effect, I will be honest. I think if I'd have done the recess a little bit deeper, it would have been a bit better, but because of the curve on the bowl, we struggled to get the depth on it. So if you want a deeper shine, then gradually build up your coats of wax. Will give you a more of a deeper, richer shine. Trying to leave a bit of time in between coats, just letting the wax harden off before you put your coats on. Just gently buff that off. And I think we are there. I actually like that. That's really nice. I like the colours in it. Colours are really nice. It's got a nice shine to it. Bring it on a camera at the end there. So it's got a nice shine to it. And it's got, what's that famous word, Nick?
What you say?
Chatoyance. It's not a very good picture, actually, is it? Let's bring it back on that one. Let's take it out and have a look. So there you go. Actually, move back a little bit.
He said, Tipsy said maybe another collection plate for the church. Michael said, great looking bowl, nice. Steve. Len said he was thinking the same as Tipsy. That would be good for a collection plate. Todd said the same. Very nice piece, Steve. Really shines. Benjamin's remind me of sweets, and now I want something sweet.
It reminds me of those little, what are them little square chewy sweets you used to get?
Fruit.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what they're called.
Yeah, but I'll take off that. I'll take that
Someone
off.
will know.
I'll take that.
Graham said very nice.
I'll take that off in a week, and then I'll get some picture of social media. But
Christine and Mike Hestertine said, "Can you wash the cloths?"
Yes, I believe you can.
Todd said chatoyance. Susie said lovely shine, and the colours go very well with the colour of the wood. Sid said looks awesome, Steve.
Hands are sticky now.
Chris Dodds, I keep seeing Mike the Welshman. Is he smirking at you, Steve?
Hey.
Brian said excellent. Woodturning Barry said £100 bowl, Steve.
Sold, Barry. Sold.
Christine and Michael Hestertine said very nice, Steve. William Rose Creates says looks fantastic, Steve.
Like I said, I'll turn the spigot off. I'll turn the spigot off in the week and then get some pictures up on social media later on in the week. Right, I'll drink my coffee and then I'll announce the hashtag.
That's it, Jennifer. Tutti Frutti.
That's the one, Jennifer. Oh, don't. I used to love sweets. I love chewy sweets. Any day of the week.
You'd rather have that over chocolate, wouldn't you, mate?
I would. Chewy sweets any day of the week.
We get it by the tubs now. It's just easier. Doug Miller said the bowl is beautiful. Didn't say you was beautiful, babe. Sorry.
What's going on, Doug? Right.
Are we pushing the dementia thing yet or not?
No, because it's not. Well, people know what we're doing. I think people know that we're supporting dementia. Later on this month, then I'm hoping to get the promo video done, and get that up. So as soon as that's up, then people will know what's going on a bit more. I keep putting updates on the Makers Auction Facebook page. If you're not a member of that, then please go over and join it. Facebook. If Brian or Nick can put the link in.
Come on, Brian, you do it.
We did last year. We did a Facebook page for the Makers Auction, and this year I've just revamped it, ready for Dementia UK, like we're supporting this year. I keep putting updates on there, keeping people informed what's going on. At the moment, I'm waiting for a few makers to either finish their pieces or send me photographs so I can get everything together and do the promotion video. But once I know, you guys will know. And as always, like last year, I will do a dedicated video specifically for the Makers Auction, and then people know exactly what they're bidding on, and the instructions will be on there, how to bid and how to pay and all the other stuff. So, right,
just a minute. So Jappy says absolutely beautiful. Grain is just amazing.
Thank you, Johnny.
Amy said mother of pearl pieces would look great in there too. Brent said a terrific two-parter with excellent results.
Thank you.
Todd said this month ends today, Steve.
I know. I know.
Can't believe it. It's just flown by.
Right, so hashtag week. Right, so last month was Gobbler. The month before that was Litter Boxes. We've got some really good hashtags. Excuse me. So this month is hashtag Fruit Month. This is one I've done earlier. Just a simple piece of wood coloured to make it look like an apple. Actually, looks delicious, doesn't it? For real apple. But I'm going to turn a pear. So I've got a piece of I think it's piranha pine there.
So you should have used pear wood.
Shouldn't be gross. Shouldn't take a big mouthful of that.
Is that the rabbit's apple? Is that yours?
Mine.
All right.
So I got a piece of
Can you
piranha
believe
pine.
I have to buy Steve apples, and then the rabbit's different apples?
So
wait a minute. Brian's just put the link in for you for the Facebook page as well. Thank you, Brian.
thank you.
Terry said that is a scary picture of Mike. Will frighten the grandkids, but will keep the burglars away. So Donna said, but Buchanan's forest fruit jellies. Try these, Steve. My favourite sweetie in the universe. Wonder if we can get them here.
Don't know. We'll have a look. Right. So
a lot of people. So
hang on. Are you gonna let me speak or what?
No. Was it oatball fruits, Nikki?
No. It was the fruity tooties. They're like little squares. Right. Yeah. So I've got a piece of this was a piece of newel post on a staircase I changed. So I'm going to turn a pear. Obviously it's quite grainy, but we're going to try and colour it as well. So let's get it between centres. Lights on. Cameras. So let's get this between centres. Again, it's your what's the word we're looking for? Interpretation to whatever you do. So obviously fruit is pretty vast. There are thousands of different fruits out there that you can reproduce or turn or whatever. And if you want to be really clever, you could do like Steve Twydale and turn a banana on off-centre turn.
That's too clever for you, isn't it, mate?
It's for me, especially on a Sunday lunchtime live. Right, so let's get this between centres. We'll get it roughed, and then we will start getting some shape to it.
Oh, Donna said she gets them from Tesco's. I'll have to try them.
So
forest fruit jellies. I have to have a look at them. Ruby Claire's on.
Hi, Ruby. How are you? Chris
Dodds said, the wood gods are on my side. Guess what I turned for the first time last Monday? Was it a piece of fruit by any chance? Oh, we turned an apple. Hey.
So I'm just going to get this round. I'm going to put a...
Hairs aren't round, babe.
Turn it on the end. I'm going to get a bit of wood around it. So I'm going to put a tenon on the end so we can hold it in our chuck. I don't know how this bit of wood would cope. We'll see. Very splintery. Blimey, goer. A lot of wood come off there. Is that in focus? Is it in focus? So we are round. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a tenon on this end so we can hold it in our chuck.
Right. Oh, Terry said your camera's out of focus.
Just changed it. Just done it, you know.
Oh, sorry.
You just can't
Chris
get
said it's your new glasses, Terry. I was reading a message.
Right, so let's get that between centres. Bring a bit of resin tickling my leg. Get off. Right, so push that back up to hold in our centre. Do our chuck up. So we get our rough shape of our pear now. So what I'm going to use for this to start with, I'm going to use a bowl gouge to start with, just to get me some rough shape. Actually, no, let's use a rough and gouge to start with, get rid of some of that material we don't want. Don't think I've ever turned a pear. Turned apples, but never a pear.
Well, your interpretation of a pear.
What are you trying to say?
Oh, ours don't do them forest fruit. Look, our Tesco's. Warm in here.
Yeah, it's...
They're all talking about pears on the barbecue, maple syrup drizzled over them, says Heather. Michael said Bartlett pears picked ripe, processed through, dehydrated like eating candy. Todd said hot peach cobbler over ice cream. All talking about food. He's put Todd put well elephant over ice cream. Len said, "Are you getting much tear out?"
Who said that?
Len.
No. Nice sharp gouge should be good. So I did on there where I roughed it, because obviously we're just hacking it back. But actually there, it's not too bad. Where I'm doing a nice finishing cuts.
Susie said pear schnapps is nice. Had peach, never had pear snaps.
I think the bottom should be more rounder. Don't you think? What?
I'm going to have a look. I'm going to have to go and get a bit of fresh air. Yeah.
Yeah, so take that out there then.
You have to get a picture of a pear on there. Alright, I'll be back in a sec.
Try again. Right, so let's start with the bottom first. Give me a ball. Do, 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 do.
Chris said it's a free range pair. Nikki, Steve knows what he's doing.
Won't go that far. Right, let's get the spindle gouge out. Just try and refine some of this.
Len said it looks like a bell.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Going to get a picture of a pair up on the screen because just to give me some definition.
It's one fruit we're not overly keen on, isn't it?
Oh, they're a nice pair. Oh, they're all
Yeah, be
different
careful what you
shapes.
put on.
They're all different. They're all different
Don't get a
shapes.
pair of something you don't want up there.
They're high now. So just put a little. Oh yeah. Just put a little hole in there for the doofree to go in.
Do free thingy, Bob.
So we'll just refine that shape a little tiny bit. So we're just going to refine this a little tiny bit. So due to my picture, there's no actual. Mind you, I suppose apples are the same. There's no definite shape, is there? They're all different. You still there?
Yeah, sorry. Say again.
I said there's no specific
That's a bit better.
defined shape for an apple or a pear, is there? They're all sort of all different.
No. Ooh, Amy's having. She's going. She's going to make herself some microwave spuds with butter, grated cheese, and onion gravy.
Oh, onion gravy. I love onion gravy. Onion gravy.
Donna doesn't work on a lathe, so she's trying to figure out how she can make fruit out of card and paper.
Oh, I'm sure you'll find a way, Donna.
Benjamin said top needs to be more pointy, Steve.
Okay, Ben. More pointy.
Brian said roast chicken with boiled and roast spuds.
Let's have a look at my pictures. Let's have a look. Well, it's about 30 pictures on here, and every single one's different shape.
Well, pick what you think. It's your interpretation. You said this.
Yeah, but you got to think I'm warped.
Yeah, well. Steve Ashlerner Turner is on. We've not seen him before, have we?
No, I don't think so. Welcome.
He said he's got a quick general question. I've been asked to refinish a bowl that used to be a fruit bowl and has staining in it. Any tips on getting rid of the staining?
The only way I think you could get it out is just by keep sanding it back till you get it all out of the grain. Personally, that's the way I would think. Right, sand it. So I'm going to use some Abrasive to sand this. 120 just to hone the shape, and then we'll go up the grits.
Doug Miller said, Steve. Oh, Steve Ash, can you put it back on the lathe? Terry said, depends on how deep the staining is. You could turn it away. Heather suggested sometimes bleach can remove stains from wood. So Steve Ash said he's normally stuffing his face at this time, so he watches only. Don't normally comment.
I'm just going to trim down the back of that, where I'm going to par that off. So there. So now we can get that sanded. So that's 120, 240. $240, $320. And the final one, 400. So we're going for the weekend of the 21st. So people need to get their pictures into me the Friday before. The Friday before that 21st. So what's the date, Nick? The 19th?
The Friday before is, wait a minute, get my calendar. Yep, the 19th.
So if people can get their pictures over to me by the 19th, that would be good. A little bit of a scratch mark in there. So let's go back a grit to 320. Just get that out of there. So then back to 400.
Terry Bartlett's got to go. F1's calling.
See you later, Terry. I'll watch it later. I will watch it later. Right, so there we go. So that is our shape. Oh, got some little chip outs on the end. Let's just sand them out.
Chris said, "Here is something you won't hear from me very often, Steve. That's a lovely pair." Colin said it's got a nice grain.
Yeah, piece of like I say, I think it's a piece of piranha pine or something, or some sort of softwood like that. There was a staircase I took out years ago to replace for an oak one. That's better. That's better. Right, so just quickly run that back through the grits. 240. $320. And the final one, 400. Right. So now I want some colour. So lucky enough, Hampshire Sheen make pear green.
No, no way.
They do. So we will use some pear green. Oops, not that one.
Thanks,
So
Brian, for putting that in.
we will use some pear green, some forest green, and some flame red.
Has it got a spike? Spork? Stalk? Spork?
Not at
What's
the
one like
moment.
that?
Not at the moment. It hasn't.
With a captive ring.
Oh, who said that?
Me.
Well, you can go. If you're going to say things like that, you can go. Stupid woman. Right.
Yeah, but I'm your stupid woman.
I would airbrush this, but I'm going to try and do it with a cloth. So we're going to go forest green first. Not a lot of forest green because obviously we want to too dark. So I'm gonna try and blend the colours in. I'll try and feather those colours in. Being a soft wood, it really soaks in quick. So that's the forest. Now we used the pear. We can use the pear green to blend in some of the forest. So where we've got that big dark bit, we can use some of the pear to lose them sharp edges. So I'm going to colour, I was going to just part of it, but I'm actually going to colour the whole thing pear green. And then we'll just gently feather in the red.
Yeah, someone's bound to do that, Chris. A whole bowl of fruit. Chris said, thanks, Brian. Should be able to do a whole bowl of fruit in that time. Or maybe not. Ruby said, making these a good opportunity to practice your skew.
Excuse you.
Colin said, has anyone ever turned a banana?
Who said that?
Colin. What was it?
Yeah, Steve Twidell. He does a banana off-center one, and it's curved.
I
You should
thought
go and
Terry
watch.
just put on there.
You should go and watch it. It's a cool video. Very educational. So I'm just going to put a little tiny bit more forest on there, not a lot. Just... So I'm sure not to feather in. So now a little bit of red. So this is flame red.
Susie said, will Brian turn a resin apple?
Oh, Susie.
Brian put, oh no, he won't, Susie. Don't have a resin blank. Oh, Steve will send you one. I'm sure he can find one.
Susie. You're going to get me in trouble, Susie.
Colin Woodward, he said, I'm sure Steve will send you one, Brian.
Right, so
Pears don't have red in them. Will you put red on it?
It does have red. The pictures I've got in there have got red on them.
I've never seen red in a pear before. Green and brown.
It's my interpretation. You said that. It's an apple pear. Look, this has got red in it.
Most of them in. No, pears don't have red in.
Red there, look.
No,
Red there.
no, you Wally.
You're stupid woman. You don't know nothing.
No, you're stupid. I mean, I'm stupid.
Stupid. You're stupid.
Shut up.
Don't throw. Get me dirty. Right, so just gently blend that red in so it looks like... So the idea is obviously this side's not quite ripe. This side's nice and ripe. So let's put the colours away.
Brian said next year wanting me to turn a resin apple on a SK114.
You mentioned it, Brian. You mentioned it. Nobody else. Right, so I'm going to spray. Am I going to spray that? No, I'm going to actually put it on with...
Who puts red on a pear? Silly, silly boy.
Steve does. There, oh, thank you, Susie. Nikki, there are several types of pear. Oh, thank
Brian
you, Susie.
said behave, you two.
I can't believe it. See, I've actually proved her wrong for once. That's impressive.
Shut up, I'll fight you.
Oh, promises, promises. Right. So just gently work that in. And the good thing with the sand and sealer is you put it on with a cloth, it will sort of blend the colours together. So this is going to be quite a thirsty piece of wood, so I'm going to give it several coats of sand and sealer.
Oh, shut up, Amy, creep. It looks awesome, Steve.
Thanks, Amy.
Donna said the ones that she's got growing in her back garden going red.
Oh,
well, going now.
That's 3 people all said red. Oh, amazing.
I'm going. Oh. Don't want to play this game anymore. You shut up, laughing.
Right, so we're going to denib that now. Just let it dry off a little bit, and then we'll denib it. We'll have a swig of my orange.
Len's got to go. Time to get his day started. Have a great day all. Bye, Len. Take care.
See you, Len. Thanks for coming over, mate. Have a good day. Right, so just denib this. So we're now going to get some wax on it. So let's get some high gloss wax. Just put a little bit of that on it. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. Alright, so I'll give it 2 coats of wax. We'll have a look. Take my gloves off already. Yep, another coat, I think. Somewhere where that soft grain is. Put the lid back on there. Oops, put the lid back on there. Let's buff this off again. Looks brown when you spin it, look.
No, I don't want to look, Brian.
She's sulking now, Brian. I can hear her tutting in the background.
Doug Miller, we just spun around and said, need to jump out. The bowl is stunned and the pear looks good enough to eat. Thanks, Nikki, for having Steve as your guest today. It was fun.
Right, so let's just drill a little tiny hole down there so I can put the stem down it. So we'll part it off now.
Which Woodwork said, Steve, are you going to turn a stem and leaves also?
No leaves.
It never does a leaf, never.
I'm now doing a relief cut.
Thank you, Heather. She said, go easy on Nikki, guys. Women are never wrong. We're sometimes mistaken, but we're never wrong.
No, wrong is the word.
No, I'm never wrong.
Wrong is the word. Right, so there's my pear. So I just need a blank just to do the stem. Let's see what I've got. Just use a piece of hardwood if I've got a piece. Yeah, that'll do. A piece of oak. We can colour it brown. Get out. Come on, you know you want to. Right, so we'll grab that in our chuck. So we'll just do a little tiny stem. So we're going to use our spindle gouge just to give us a little bit of shape. Nice and gentle because we don't want to jump out of our lathe.
Right, Amy said, do any of my friends in the UK eat the Fray Bentos steak and kidney pies? I get my other half one every now and again, but ew, lol. Well, there's a story behind that.
Hang on,
Steve,
hang on, no, don't say nothing. People
why?
to their own.
She said, ew, which means she didn't like them.
Oh, okay.
Steve used to actually work for Campbell's. So he's seen what goes in the Fray Bentos pies. We did used to eat them, but I wouldn't touch them with a barge pole now. Yeah, Terry said you could have got a twig from the garden.
Where are we going to get that from?
From the garden.
We ain't got no trees, Nick.
Wedge said, and that there is a reason men have accused cases of selective hearing, or acute cases of selective hearing. Woodturning by Barry's got to go. Take care, everybody. Bye,
See you
Barry.
later, Barry.
Take care.
See you Wednesday, mate.
Yeah, we went to Fray Bentos. No way. Blah. Ever put good luck, Nikki. Benjamin put, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever been wrong. Ruby said she uses a stem from a real pear. Jim Matthews got to go. He said, nice work, Steve. Catch you on the next video.
Thank you.
I'm sure I could have found a twig in the garden.
Yeah, that's a challenge to try and make one, isn't it? See how delicate I am going. Look how delicate I'm going up. Trying to use my finger to support the bit of wood while turning that down. And then it snaps. Trying to be cocky then, won't I?
Use a clove in the other end, says Heather.
Right,
Brian
so
said use your skew.
I'm going to cheat now. Because I'm
Wedge
going to
said
put it,
Steve's making a pear finial.
I'm going to sand it.
Michael McKeown said I was wrong once. It was on a Monday morning in 1974, lol.
So I'm just going to sand this up now.
August is starting to look rather busy.
Yeah. Don't like being busy.
Oh, I need a nap.
Oh, do you now? Hard old life, isn't it? Been on holiday.
You know, you made me sit and not do anything yesterday. So I've got a bit on my ankle and it's really swollen. So he said, sit with it up, don't do anything. And I slept on and off all day. And that's made me really tired now. Terry said, according to Ruth, I've never been right. No, true.
Join the club, Terry.
Benjamin said, Michael McEwen. I assume it was because you were given wrong information to begin with. Brian said, that's funny, Terry. Michelle says the same about me.
I'm always right, aren't I?
Chris Dodds put, Michael, I bet your wife doesn't let you forget that date. Lol. You're not always right, darling. You think you are. I like to let you think you are. It's just easier.
Alright, so cut that. Just cut that down. trim it, shape it, hack it, whatever you want to call it. I was being cocky and then it snapped off. That might be a bit long, that. Oh no, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Just get a little bit of brown on there. Isn't it amazing? Hampshire, she can do a brown as well. So just put a little bit of brown on there.
Oh.
What?
My fingers ain't working. Paul Finley's got to go. Lovely bowl, Steve.
Thanks, mate.
Bye, Paul. Thanks for going over. Good one, Steve. Pretending you don't hear Nikki, said Chris.
I just ignore her. After 20 odd years, you learn to ignore her. Right. So, where's my platform gone? Or my bowl form?
I don't have a wife either.
Who said that?
So Wedge said, "What's a wife? Ain't got one of them here." Michael McKeown said, "Chris, many years before I had a wife, lol." And then Donna said she don't have a wife, had a husband, mind you, looking for a new one.
Don't do it, Donna.
Heather said it's easier to let them think they're right than to argue.
Right.
Wade said he gets enough attitude from his cats. We've got one of them as well.
Yeah. Feed me. Feed me.
She meows at you. Steve will not feed her. He does not like the smell of cat food. I think if it was he was the only one in the house and we was away, or
the cat stuff,
he would, but he just don't like it because she has pouches, and so you have to keep squeezing it till it all comes out. But it makes Steve gag, so he won't feed her. And she knows that because every time he gets up, if she's in the house, he'll get up and go to the tea room. She won't go with him.
She sat at my feet last night, looked at me and went, "I'm not feeding you," and she just walked off and went round to Nicola. Right, so my pear.
That was good. You turned that quite quick. Would it look nice with a leaf though, wouldn't it? Michael McKeown said, "Very nice, Steve." Benjamin said, "That looks great, Steve." My bruise it a few times so it looks like one's from Sainsbury's. Wedge said, "No, it wouldn't starve. That cat would eat you in your sleep, Steve." Colin said, "Very cool pear you have there, Steve."
Thanks. Nice pear. Actually, that camera's a better look. Camera. There you go. So a little bit so you can see my red on it. So there you go. Peach of a pear. Thank you, Scott. No, I didn't drop it. I didn't drop it, Michael. Right. So as always, your interpretation. Whatever fruit you want. If you want to do a nice bunch of grapes.
God, that would be. Could you imagine a grapes?
I think I think it might have been Leona Fay did a bunch of grapes once before.
Scott Dunn said, "Peach or pear, Steve." Peach of a pear.
Peach of a pear.
Chris, nice and shiny. William, top job, Steve. Amy,
Thank you
awesome
very much.
work, Steve.
Thank you.
Wedge, beautiful work today, Steve. Benjamin,
Thank you.
put the pear in the bowl.
Put the pear in the bowl?
Yeah.
Put the pear in the bowl.
Yeah. Heather said, "Nice."
Like that, Ben, like that.
Ben wants to see the witch.
You want to see the witch? He wants to see the witch.
Wedge said the same. Bet that pear would look great in the finished bowl.
There you go. There's the witch.
Learner said, "Nice work." Steve's got the witch just for you, Ben.
Just for you, Ben. Especially for you.
Donna, lovely work as always, Steve. Trevor Reed, did I miss you finishing? That needs an apple and a banana now. No, not that bowl. The bowl you done, I think you meant.
There's the witch, Ben. Just for you.
The new bowl,
She's
not
a bit
the old bowl.
She's a bit dusty. In the new bowl.
Yeah. Oh, that's wobbly.
Hang on, right, hang on then. God, you lot are fussy today. Yeah, what's going on here? Jesus.
I've only got 3 minutes.
It's like having loads of wives, it is. There you go. Are you happy now? Are you happy? I'm singing off.
Signing.
Yeah, nice sticker, Brian. Nice sticker. You printed them well, sir. Right, I think we're there, aren't we? So,
Lovely jubbly.
nice little bowl finished, as you can see. Nice shine on there. If you're holding it, like, it's just some little micro scratches in there, which I'll try and get out. A little bit of TLC with some burnishing cream or something that'll cure those. Like I say, we did catch one stone just there.
He did do an apple before, Susie, but it didn't really look like an apple.
No, that was
that does look more like a pear, though, I must say.
Does it look like this apple? Does it look like the one I turned before? Does it look like that one?
The one you turned weren't quite right. Right, woodwork learners off.
Do that, bub. Right, so I believe Pete's on tomorrow lunchtime. Brian's still got some dodgy internet, so I think, if I'm correct in thinking that Brian is going to try and put a video up for tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. Other than that, I think we're there. So if you can get your pictures over to me by the 19th of August, obviously I'm been booked out now till the 21st. So
you booked it, not me.
We will see what we can do. So let's come back on camera. So get your pictures over to me by the 19th of August. Your interpretation of whatever fruit you would like. As always, some nicely coloured pieces if you can, and we'll see what we can do.
I've put it in there by the 19th of August, hashtag Fruit Week, and to Steve's email, skkrafts@btinternet.com, yeah?
Yep. So if you can get them over to me, that'd be great. And I look forward to seeing everybody's input. So thank you very much for coming over and joining us. I will be back on Friday evening. Am I back on this Friday? Yeah, I'm back this Friday.
Yeah, you're back this Friday. We've got to decide what we're doing.
I am back this Friday. Just a normal Friday night, no special guest there. No quiz. We had a quiz on Friday night. Thanks to all who came over and joined us. Congratulations to Brian and Joe, who won another round. It was a hard quiz this week, or this month, should I say. Quite some hard questions, some low scores. So I suppose I better give them some easier questions next month. So anyway, I'm going. Right, so have a great week, guys. If I don't see you before, I'll see you in someone's chat. Loads of people on during the week. Other than that, have a great week. Take care. Thanks for coming over and joining us, and see you next time. Say bye, Nick.
Bye, Nick. Take care,
everyone. Guys.
Bye.
Thanks very much for coming over. Speak to you later. Bye.
Bye.
That's all, folks.